Alright guys, so we're gonna try this fuel efficiency run. Well, I guess it's not really fuel efficiency run as of best fuel efficiency, but that's about average fuel efficiency that you can get or expect out of the new Colorado Chevy with baby DURAMAX diesel in it. So I'm gonna drive from Tri-Cities down to Portland, which is mostly hills and mountains and stuff like that, so some flats, so it's gonna be very like real life test, so it's not all like flat land, so you're probably not gonna get my 32 max MPG or whatever on it, but should get pretty close to it. I mean, it will be fairly interesting. Every car that I own, I mean, I drive from Tri-Cities to Portland at least once a month. It gets about, I would say, 2 to 5 miles per gallon less than advertised on this drive, just because first of all it's a high wind area, especially when you drive through the gorge, Columbia River and stuff like that. Second of all, it's hills, up and down, up and down, up and down, and always construction zones too. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what it does. So far, just driving around Tri-Cities, which is kind of flat, got right about 31.9 miles a gallon best for as far as the freeway, and about 27 average, which is impressive for the truck. I mean, this is probably one of the most fuel efficient vehicles I've ever owned. I mean, the only thing that gets better than gas mileage than this from every vehicle I ever owned was a Nissan Altima hybrid that they had a few years back. But we'll see, and you'll see some nice scenery too on the way. Alright guys, so far we're about 28.1 miles a gallon and 168 miles driven on the freeway, and again we are driving in mountains pretty much, so you have not the best possible fuel economy, but it's doing extremely well. Like, I'm actually fairly impressed, and it is going up. It is definitely going up. So the wind is, I would say, we're getting side wind probably like about 15 to 20 miles an hour, and we're running AC also. So far been driving for a couple hours and not even quarter in, and I'm already almost 170 miles. I bet this tank will last over 600 miles. I'm not gonna push my luck with a diesel going all the way to empty, but we'll see where it's at. Keep you updates, and with more scenery. I love driving 84, but then you have dicks like this trying to pass each other for like 10 miles, and neither one will give, and they're just creating traffic. That's all they're doing. Like, literally, look at it. And he didn't pull out when there was nobody in line. He pulled out when there was already a bunch of cars in line. And look at that. Look at the traffic that this asshole creates. Yeah. So hey, if whoever drives this sees this video, fuck you, dude. Alright, so this is a famous Multnomah Falls area. I don't know if you can see it. And it is weekend, so it's gonna be packed. As far as our mileage update, 28.5 so far. It's getting up there. I said you never know. Might hit 30. Might even be more. And the road is straightened out right now. If this truck can hit 30 plus miles a gallon on the freeway in mountains and on flat combined with wind, I would be honestly very impressed. Like, I usually flip through cars pretty quick, but with the amount of torque this thing has, the pulling power, interior size, like how nice it is, and the gas mileage, man, this might be a winner. Might have to keep this one. We'll see. Alright, so on the way back, actually right before the way back, I went to pick up my kid from airport. So student traffic at the airport for like an hour, so that probably killed, I believe that killed almost 1 mile a gallon from the average. Then took my kid out to restaurant, then we went shopping. So pretty much our average right about 26.9 on the way back, and we're not going empty back. We picked up, I don't know if you could see that huge box in the back. It's a 75-inch curved QLED Samsung TV, which is humongous box. It's over 6 foot long, over 2 foot wide, so it creates huge amount of drag. So this is gonna be as a real life test as it gets, pretty much, because I mean, whoever buys truck probably not gonna run it empty all the time. So pretty much we'll see what our average in a little bit over 400 miles, so pretty close to tank of gas on this thing will be, and half of it will be loaded with huge box that kills the aerodynamics on the freeway. And again, we're going mountains, so not the best condition, and as you can see by the trees are moving, it's fairly windy too, and we have a huge resistance in the back of our truck, which is a big 75-inch TV box, and since it's curved, it's also very wide. And hopefully we don't lose it somewhere in the way. I did put a couple of ratchet straps in it, so it should hold. But the scenery is so beautiful. I love this drive, I honestly do. As long as it's not raining. When it's raining, it's very miserable. And we keep dropping. I think we're probably averaging like around 22-23 miles a gallon over here in the hills with that big box on the back. But once it flattens out a little bit, we'll kind of see and compare. It's going to be pretty much as fair as it gets. So far we went almost 300 miles and used less than half of a tank. We'll see how much is going to be total by the time we hit back home in Tri-Cities. So far we've got about 370 miles in, almost 70 of it in traffic, and stop and go and city driving, and 300 on the freeway, and about 100 of it is fully loaded in the back with big ass TV that's destroying our gas mileage. So on the way there we got almost 29 miles a gallon. On the way back, going at same speed, same everything, we're at 25.4, so it's steady right about 25 miles a gallon. So that box on the back is causing about 4 miles to a gallon. It is quite a bit. I expected a little bit better, but I guess it is very anti-aerodynamic, and as you can tell by those windmills, it is pretty windy right now, so that's probably not helping the cause. But like I said, this is a real life gas mileage test, so we have another 100 or so miles to go, and we'll see what it's gonna be. By the time we get there, we're pretty much gonna do 450-480 mile average, and see where we're at, what's our best gas mileage, what's our average gas mileage, stuff like that. Yeah, this is, by the way, closer to East Washington now. This is the type of scenery that's by my house. It's not that bad. It's not as much green as Portland area, but it doesn't rain. There is not much traffic, and there is a lot of stuff to do outdoors if you're outdoors type of person. Plus, there is no emission testing for vehicles. That's kind of cool. So you can build your race cars as fast as you can, as anti-emissions as you can, and nobody cares. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we are almost there. So that's our average there and back. That's including traffic and including fully loaded bed right now. Not heavy, only a couple 100 pounds, but very anti-aerodynamic. So yeah, about 25 miles a gallon average, which is pretty freaking awesome for a loaded truck, pretty much on the way back in mountains, not on a flat road with some wind. That's fairly impressive. Like on the perfect day, I bet it would get 32 miles a gallon on the freeway. But in everyday, non-perfect situation, which is what life is, 25 is about good. Which is, just to give you an example, my 6-cylinder Silverado, which was ranked like 23 on 23, I believe, on freeway, and like right around like 20, I believe, in city, That one, like with the way I drive it and with my usual like drives and towing, I was averaging about 17 miles a gallon. So, and I used to have a 4-cylinder Nissan Frontier. Again, my best on that was about 60 miles a gallon. So this gives me about 10 miles a gallon more. That's pretty impressive.